Nice little girl. Steamrolling in my bed. Alright. Alright. Alright.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
All right, now, Black 80! 57 to Mike. Let's go one more.
Fullback.
Black and run!
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. And now it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's got a lot of different game plans this week.
180!
Now it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Third play here in this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away.
No fullback.
No fullback. You're right, Connor.
Shedding the tackle.
Absolutely right.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official
That's
distance.
my bad.
And the Ravens will get it.
57-yard punt.
1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
57-yard punt.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
55, Mike, 55.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, boy.
Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now it's Jackson eluding the pressure right.
Yes, sir.
And he can't find a receiver.
It ain't happening, bro. Let's go.
T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Fuck.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Yeah, he's having fun. Big deal.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking
Jeez
for.
Louise,
and
bro.
he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Why can't I run the football?
Loss of 2 yards.
It's unbelievable sometimes.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Blue 30. I'm going back to you.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger.
Oh, Washington.
Right side. And that's going to be incomplete.
Why
The
fucking
coverage
open?
too good there. The contact.
What am I
the ball
training
free,
him
and it's
for?
4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Yes, sir.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down now, Dobbins.
Oh, what are you doing, Edmonds?
First down and more past the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and get the safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Here we go, here we go. Now the roof. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Watch the curl. 22, check, over. 22, check,
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead.
Fuck.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's crashing.
Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Here we go. Check pass, check pass. Check 31. Check it up.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, that's a pick 6. Oh, man.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the outcut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Watch the run.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's intercepted.
Thank you. Come again.
By Mike Hilton. And a big turnover.
Thank you. Come again.
Get the football back.
Let's go. Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last
Lord,
time.
bro.
Connor
is
trash. Your own goal line, right? You're playing to
What
make
the
sure
fuck?
the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or
Warrant
6
James
first
Conner.
downs and make sure you move the ball.
Contact me
into their territory.
immediately. I will trade him to
Loss
you.
to start the
He's in the-
drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
No enough.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now they can breathe a little easier. Some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
High pocket.
Middle. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
On 1st and 10 is Conner.
Daniel Jones would
Credit
never.
him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? Black 20. Let's go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Easy. Why they say?
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels.
Yes, sir.
And a
Possession
nice gain
catch.
at 21 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Danny. No spacing. Motion.
On 2nd down, Samuels. They
Need more
follow up the gain of
Samuels.
5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
It's all right.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it.
Damn, he's so open. Oh, man.
Throwing on
Fuck,
3rd down
dude.
there, but he cannot connect. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly
That
starting to
pisses me
pile up.
off, man.
So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
He's been a busy man here in this first
Oh,
half
I
as he gets it
shanked it.
away.
Fuck.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Ravens
That
will
was
take
not what I
over.
wanted at all. I thought that was going to go way
The
farther.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's
That's
starting
me,
to take
dog.
shape a little bit.
That's me,
now. I'm
dog.
going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Oh, I boofed it.
Now.
Look at him, Joe.
And now off to the races down the right side.
That was a terrible play by me.
In for a Ravens touchdown.
100% my fault.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They're just not giving me nothing right now. It's fucking bullshit. I'm playing better than
And that'll
them.
carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Bad play call.
I guess. It was a
The
fucking
Steeler
blitz
offense here
on
about ready for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show
Cut it
for being out
up,
on the
dude.
field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top of the game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case,
Damn it, dude, he's
in the
open.
right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Roethlisberger.
Go get it, Juju. You haven't got me one of those, dog.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice.
Come on.
You can rally to the football and make
That's
sure there's
fluke.
no contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to put them.
This is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Roethlisberger.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Oh my God, he's fried. What is this weenie arm throw?
The 32-yard line.
That is such fluke shit, bro.
First and 10.
Get the fuck out of here.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
It is not rewarding me at all. I call it perfect audible. He fries him, and it fucking throws that bullshit.
Second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing is Jackson. Snead's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Can't believe that
A little
fucking shit,
football
dude.
101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson, and that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
198. 98 to Mike. 65. 65. Go. 65. Shoot. He's coming. We got double up.
On 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game?
Dude, he's
Their
getting
ability to
fucking
move the chains,
blessed,
pick
bro.
up first downs.
Blessed.
So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Dude is literally not
So the
good,
drive
bro.
stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Tough day so far for
hasn't made
James
much of an
Conner.
impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Right back to Conner.
Where's the trap block?
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Roethlisberger going to get this one to Conner.
He has no
and
agility.
Here brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
Catch, Juju.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Got him.
Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone.
Okay?
Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron. His 4th touchdown on the year.
Show me your
As they are
TDs.
now on the board here in the first
I'm on your
half.
ass now, Jit.
Chris
Let's go.
Boswell now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Can't find
Ironhead
anywhere
Hayward,
to
baby.
go with it, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
55. Right there.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right.
Oh,
Incomplete.
yes, sir. Good
16
hit.
seconds now on the clock.
Good hit.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
No, sir.
And he can't get rid of it. He's
No,
taken
sir.
down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17.
Slide, Johnson. Ah.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA
Shittiest half I
Sports
could've played.
halftime report. Coach,
Right
the
here,
Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch it, all right, T, let's turn. All right, T. Mike.
To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Fuck out of here.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
I swear it's so lucky.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews.
Oh, man.
12 yards to pick up there.
Gotta
Good
make
for
a
a Raven
tackle. What
first.
am I doing?
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hey, check motion.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson.
What are y'all doing?
He's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Damn.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10
I'll
of the
hold him a
11.
field goal. Come on.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. So don't say nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Come again. Thank you. Come again.
Stop shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now.
Damn, dude, I cannot get Connor going.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read.
He's so open. Get rid of it. Fuck.
Marching in for the sack.
Come on, bro.
Gotta assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Roethlisberger.
Oh,
His
boy.
throw incomplete.
Damn, I missed him.
The former
Johnson was
first-round pick
wide.
Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Pickup of only a yard.
Come on, bro. Roethlisberger, you're killing me, dog.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
He picks it up that quick. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe
My team
provide
just
a little
cannot
bit of a spark
block,
with a punt
bro,
return.
at all. No fucking line.
That spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. From the 41, Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
What?
Incomplete.
Fucking jump!
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could
Oh
hang
my
on and
god,
down.
dude.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Jackson now.
Unbelievable. He's right fucking there. Again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before
This
he gets
fucking
into
hoe
enemy
shit on
territory.
all pro, bro. Where's my jump? Where's the interception? Knock the fucking ball down there.
On first down, Dobbins. And he's corralled at
They're
the
fucking
40,
blessing
but not
this man.
before picking
He's
up
making
8.
every mistake I want him to.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry
Fucking
the ball
crazy,
to gain the
dude.
yardage. To leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
98 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the 40 now on second down. Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way inside.
Dude, why is my
15
line just getting
before they
blown
drop it.
off the ball? Yeah, I know, bro.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check three, check three. Right side, travel.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Touchback. Yeah, let's fucking go.
Out of bounds.
Yes, sir.
Zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line.
What a play by Edmonds.
Touchback. Challenge.
He might be. I don't fucking know. I got it. I got the ball.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just want to go
finish your
nowhere.
block,
Well, you know
71.
when the pitcher
Jeez.
gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Ben.
Dude, can anybody block? Why can't I run? This is crazy.
Sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Don't get nervous.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger stepping up. He's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Roethlisberger will throw. Now he'll
Great
dump
catch,
it underneath
Sanders.
to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Roethlisberger looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the
How the fuck does he miss that, dude?
Big plays for an offense.
Are you kidding?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one.
What in the fuck is this?
Very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
How does he only boot the ball 10 fucking yards, dude? I don't get it. That's bullshit. I'm never using that shit again.
Now it's the offense's turn
Dead
as they've
ass.
got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's going to be knocked.
You should not get rewarded for that. That is fucking dog shit. He can't even fucking make that throw, dude.
It's a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Alvin away and bring up 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And
Get that fucking shit out of here. Dog shit ass fucking
in this
offense,
football
dude.
game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now,
Slide, Ebron.
with the game.
And now look at him go. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Samuels. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
From the 44, Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both
because
they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
They'll look to throw.
Catch the ball! What the fuck?
Now defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for
They're just fucking hoeing me all game.
Momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
So silly, bro.
To get this back to even, now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Forced out to his left.
Yes, sir.
Get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Now Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. You take it right on the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Let's go.
Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And scoring again, the Rams have widened that lead a bit further. Roethlisberger to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Damn it.
He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
From the 50, it's Rudolph.
Catch the ball! Oh my God.
Through the contact. It's incomplete.
Why can't he catch the football? He's my best player.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning.
Shit is driving me insane.
What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The previous run,
this
good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession.
Let's go.
And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Come on.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Here's Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it.
First down.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to
Oh
get
my
to the
God.
for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Broken screenplay.
Hey, check. Motion out of backfield. Hayward, backfield. Hey, check right.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right.
Bro, how does he even fucking throw that? Only on All Pro, dog. Only on fucking bullshit All Pro. You have to throw that football away, bro. You should not get rewarded for doing that.
Pressure in the quarterback's face.
That's the difference.
Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip
34.
and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then you've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Nice play.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
230. Hey, tight down. There you go. 44.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite.
God, stay in bounds, man.
And he's able to get this one
been
out closer
killing
to
me.
midfield across the 45.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger.
Go.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get
Yes.
this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Connor, I'm looking for a fullback run, buddy. I don't see one. James Conner's basically my fullback anyways.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Switch. No foul. Hey, Haywood.
Again, it's Connor. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
Come on.
So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. This to win it in overtime.
Swimwear.
And he got it.
Fucking go, baby. I almost sold myself, too.
Overtime, he's able to split the uprights.
GG's, everybody. GG's.
An absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game. And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it, so definitely not a gimme. So there was tension.
I'm tired of throwing so much.
Until the ball went
I hate throwing so much, man. This is some bullshit. Motherfucker.
So for the Steelers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati
GG's, that was
against the
super
Bengals.
fun.
I'm Brandon Gunn. Certainly have to thank Charles.